This was the moment. I was sitting in the back seat of a car, on my way to a city I've never been to. And that's when it hit me.
My dream. That is my dream.
My dream. This is my friend Rod, a typical bongo drumming hippie who does weird stuff. For Rod, Rico, and myself, it was time. Pat quit school to come join us.
Me and Pat, we moved into this 2-bedroom apartment just here. And Rico was trying to grow weed in his apartment. Oh, hey man, I'm being kicked out of my house. So he was crashing on the couch. Yo.
Hey Johnny, Warwick.
I hadn't heard from Warwick and...
Me and Woodsy, we're gonna come over for a visit. Would it be alright if we stay at your place for a bit? Have you got space? If that's alright.
There was definitely no room. Yeah, man, of course. Next thing you know, there's like 5 of us all crammed into this 2-bedroom apartment. This was like the first time we'd all come together since my parents had split up. You know, it was just cool hearing about what my brothers had been up to.
Warwick's the type of guy who can and will do anything that he wants to. From fixing cars to an acting career. I once told him that he can't play guitar.
But Woodsy
also does what he wants.
Woodsy's good with his hands. He had some real talent, like real talented. And then it hit me. I was like, holy shit, this is it. I was like, fuck. Warwick can play the bass guitar, Woodsy on the decks, I can play the guitar, Rico can play drums, Warwick can play the bongos. No, we don't want no bongos in our band, so. What about Pat? We can't leave Pat out. We just let Pat be in the band cause...
And through the lens of possibility, this is what I saw. I saw my dream, and it was called No Filter.
We were just like, man, we were so excited. Everything's just coming together. We believed that we were gonna be the best fucking band
In the world.
For the fighters and leaders, hurry and reverie, starting the headlights of the truck.
If System of a Down seen what we'd done to their song, we absolutely just butchered the song. That really burst our bubble. We were quite disheartened.
We needed a lead guitarist. So Pat knew this dude from work, and he was awesome. But Nico's life suddenly changed, and we were back to square one.
So we went and got this actual kid to be our guitarist. He just turned 17. We got him high as a kite, and we're like, you're a guitarist now. And then we bought him a guitar. He sold it the truth. From that moment onwards, we just mucked around. It was fun, but not even playing our own instruments. We were the kind of band, all we did was just laugh. Joke songs, nothing but joke songs.
Tell a story. Tell a story. Alright. I still heard this shit.
Half the time we're just singing in weird voices. And half the time we were just drinking. We weren't even making music at all.
All I want to say is that we weren't the guys that robbed your house. We look like those guys, but we're not.
So don't ask us to say fucking sorry, man. It was nothing to do with us.
We didn't even do nothing.
You know, our goal was to be the best band in the world. We had this huge argument about just going nowhere. Everyone had this idea about what kind of music we should make, and everyone's ideas were different. Everyone was frustrated. And then complete silence. Everyone was just looking down. And then we just started making our first song. Our first song was about the lesson we just learned. Washing dishes for a few pennies is nothing to write home about. So both Pat and Warwick were doing it tough. But Woodsy refused to work shit jobs, so he had it worse. But we have something to look forward to. So with our heads down, we worked hard, we made music, and we couldn't wait to show the world. We just made some songs, we got all the momentum, then we just hit a wall. How do you get a gig? How do you get your first gig? What do you do? Why would a venue book a band who's never played a gig before? If no one's heard of this band, you know, how do you get out there? We didn't know what to do. The place I worked happened to be located just across the road
from one of the best music schools in Australia. And the students would come by for coffee before and after class. I tried to spark conversations whenever I could, hoping I could learn.
In a brief conversation, there's only so much a student can tell you. So I came up with this idea. You know, there's huge lecturing halls. What if I just walk in? What if I just turn up to class? I could just go up to the back, blend in with the students. No possible way that you could notice.
Found it. It's that way. Just as I was walking through the door, I suddenly realized, not only have I arrived late for class,
There was no lecturing hall. There was no blending in. This room was small. There was 10 people in the room. It was like the moment I walked in, everyone kind of stopped what they were doing and just looked up at me. I remember the lecturer just looking right at me. You know, I looked at her and I looked away and, fuck. You know, what do I do? What do I do? I just locked onto a seat in the room. And just pretended like this is where I'm supposed to be. Like, I belong here. That's why I'm here. I went to that class for the entire semester. I was the only student who turned up to every single class. From the very start to the very finish. You know how I know? Because I was there. And they weren't. It's Warwick and this is Paddy. And we're from the band No Filter.
and I learnt a thing or two. Marketing, branding. But from our efforts, I learnt an even more important lesson.
Yeah, I learnt a lot, but
No matter how good your pictures look, no matter how many emails or private messages that you send, the number of recipients that know who you are is directly correlated to the number of fucks that they give. So, in other words,
it's not what you know, but who you know.